just wanted to show this again. I've shown it once before, it's probably 2 or 3 years ago now. It's adding people to the coaches. When you split your coach and take your seating area out, this is only a short one. Now by these figures, they're not fantastic, but you don't see a right lot when in the coach. But you have to cut the legs off. They're all in sitting position. Just cut the legs off like that. They go ouch. And then you glue them in like that. Make sure you get the right gauge. These are double O gauge. They do HO, well HO is the same, but they do them in N gauge as well. I'll have to get some glue, stick them on. But you get the idea. As I say, I slipped up earlier on. I bought a packet on eBay without looking. N gauge. They'll come in handy sometime, I suppose. Anyway, I'll glue some of these in and then I'll show you when they fitted in the coach. Right, that'll do for this one. So it's only a short carriage. I'll put the body on and then we'll go and do the other. Sat in the carriage. I'm going to put some lighting in this. It's something else I'll show in a second or two. I'll get it all together and then see if we can put some lights in there. Something else I'm going to show you. I've been going to get one for a long time, but I got myself the rolling road. So I can run them in on there now instead of having to run around the tracks. That's my bench really for when I'm changing CVs or anything. It's test track. I can do it on there, changing them, and then of course I can test them on that top bit. It's part I've never shown before, isn't it? And behind the scenes, as we'll say. This is what we're at. It's something new. I'm going to have a try, but it's putting lights in a carriage, a cheap way of doing it. These are £2, I think about £2.30 each. You have a battery there and everything, LEDs. They're only the single LEDs, but you put about 3 or 4 in a line. It's all to solder, and literally you've got light in your carriage for £2.50, and you buy 2 and you get 1 free. So I got 3. 3 sets. So we'll have a go, see if it works. If it don't, I shan't bother showing it you. But yeah, it's cheap enough. Only thing is to switch on and off, unless you put a switch in, just in case taking the battery out, which you'll have to do located underneath the carriage. In the pack, those are your LEDs, the battery holder, and they even supply the wiring. And of course, if you need those, you've got them. Oh, and of course all the instructions are there, and of course we all love reading instructions, don't we? But we're going to have a go anyway. I'll just show you where I've wired 3 up. You can see what we've done. You've got 3 separate ones there, tied up together, soldered up together. The battery holder is in the bottom there, and the 2 wires coming up. So we have to run the wires through the carriage, put the battery on and see if it works. Oh, so we've got the battery in and it's installed underneath there, glued on. I'll show you the principle. The 3 lights, the light should light up. Pull it further back, you can see. You see that? They're lit up. So I've got to connect all that in and hide the wires. And there we have it. Lights on. passengers inside. It's a cheap way of doing it. I won't say it's the best, but £2.50. The hardest thing is getting your wires, hiding them up the top there. I might have to do a bit more on that. But, as I say, cheap way of doing it. By the way, if you wanted to go to 12 volt, of course you can put suppressors on. That's what they're for. But since they're only running off the battery at 3 volt, you don't need them. And of course, you don't have lights in the back there. Well, we could. It means a bit more work. Right, these are the coaches I've done. The rear one is with those cheap ones, £2 odd. Very bright actually, isn't it? It bounces on here. And the other one is with a Train Tech one. But of course that's a strip light inside with a battery again. It stays on whilst the loco's running or whilst it's moved, and it stays on for another 10 and 15 minutes afterwards and then switches off. The other one I'm off to take the battery out. Obviously we can see which is the best, but again, you know the price. I'm just well, they can see the people in there that I put in. Can get a real light with those TT lights. I think I shall put one in eventually. This is that other lighting, that TTS. You put the battery in the holder there, and of course the lights come on straight away as soon as there's a movement. You put this in the coach, and as I say, it'll run whilst there's movement. When you stop, they'll stay on actually for about another 4 or 5 minutes, I think, and then they go off. And they do last, these batteries, I'll say that. I think I've had some in about 6 or 8 months. Depends on how much you use them, of course. And then the Yorkshire Mal was saying he'd bought some of these coaches and said, are they easy to get into? I think they're one of the easiest actually. You can either use a plastic spatula or knife. It's just, you get into where the lugs are and their bodies come off as easy as anything. I think they're one of the easiest I've come across. And of course with these then you just use a bit of blue tack, which we always have, I think. Stick it on the back. And there you go, put it in the coach. The may, as you see, I've cut away the tops of those partitions there. If the battery's getting in the way, you might just have to cut a bit out. It can't be seen once it's running. But that's the lights in there now. Just put that body back on. One end goes in, other end comes out. We'll get that. Yep, that's it, back on. And there you go. Switch that other light off. I've got the coach with the lights on. It's difficult to tell in daylight, isn't it? But can you just see them in there now? And the body's in there, of course. Right, just doing a little bit of track cleaning. With all that work going on, I've got quite a bit of dirt on the track. Very good of them CMX track cleaners. You need to just go down, so once a week or once a fortnight. I use Gugon in mine. it just drips the fluid onto it's like a pad underneath. This is the CMX track cleaner that I've just thrown running around. I'm just putting a new piece of cloth in the underneath which helps to clean, and all it is a piece of cloth there which you get when you buy them. You get a long roll. That's the one I've taken out. I'm just putting a clean one in and just put it over. I'll probably cut that too long. I'll just have to shorten that first. And don't do what I've done, do that with some fluid in, because now it's gone on to there. Anyway, there you go. The fluid goes in this port here. No, sorry, that's the one for the floor. Your fluid goes in your front there. You top it up in there, and then this adjusts the floor. If I can just try and show you, and now you can see it should drip down. It'll need some more in now. When I open the valve, it'll drip down very slowly, and that's as you're going around the track, you see it's putting more on. And of course, even after you've gone through with that a few times, you can see the dirt there. It's not too bad, but I've been round a couple of times with that. You see what I mean there? That's dirt, pure dirt, and that's what causes your trains to stutter. So it needs doing regular, and if you can, it depends on the size of your track. I have a lot of track, but I sometimes go around them with a cloth. There's not a lot left on there now, but as I say, if you can see the dirt there, can't you? Yeah, so that's another one. They're good of those. They're expensive though. They're about £100. I don't know what it is in dollars, but they're not cheap. But if you've got a big track, it's something you need. Right, that clean piece of cloth I put on, cleaning cloth, whatever it is. You can see the dirt there now, and that's what you're picking up off the tracks. whether that's right with the tunnel now. I think that's how I'll leave it for a while. I've tried different ones, but as you can see I've got more of a run underneath now.